What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Today I want to study Bitcoin. There is a buy coming in on Bitcoin, and let's study it together, guys. So, if we start with the higher time frame, let's start with the lower time frame. Let's start with entry first. So, on the lower time frame, if we use the 1 hour, I don't really like 1 hour. So let's go straight to 4 hour. And on the 4 hour, we can see that we have a break of structure right there, and we had a sweep. So we have our swing low right here for a current trend, so which was to say that our swing structure was this guy to here. And swing structure, if you know that swing structure is literally where the high, the low, we are in a buy trend, the low of our swing trend is the protected low that we want to put our stop loss with the market to cross that level, right? And the high of the swing, the current swing, is what we want to target. But you really need to have this target. For me, I trade 1 to 2 arrow, and that's what I stick to. So this is the current trade we have right here, and you can see that there was an entry here. So that could be one. So is that enough to call a trade valid? No, not at all. So now this is the 4 hour time frame. I didn't went to the 1 hour because I really don't even use it. So we start with 4 hour, and let's go to the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, you can see that we was having a downtrend right here. There was a break of structure in this place. There was a break of structure of this one, right? Should I remove the first drawing and at least remove the swing? So there was a break of structure. This high was being taken out by this one, right? Saying that market is currently on an uptrend. On the daily time frame, we had the first break, and we had a pullback, and we had another break, simply telling us that market is in an uptrend. In an uptrend, we say we want to see market doing higher highs and higher low, just like this: higher low, higher high. And that's what market is currently doing. So we want to protect the next. We always want to protect the last swing low and target the high, right? Just like that, protect the last swing low and target the high. So that's just what happened here. You can see that the market created this high and pulled back. It didn't take out this low and took out this high, and it pushed down again to this place, and another push that took out this high, right? And we're having another push, simply saying that we want to protect this low, and market to react from, give us a move from here to here, and we have another push to the upside to continue the uptrend, right? So that's simply what is on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin and Ethereum, they do move together. And sometimes when I have a trade on Bitcoin and I go take Ethereum, I used to both to know the one I really want to pick. So this is really what I'm saying on Bitcoin right now, because this was a break and this was another break. So this is simple what I'm looking at on Bitcoin. Then I have something on Ethereum which I find very interesting, and I might ignore Bitcoin for it, right? I might ignore Bitcoin for it. Let's start with the 4 hour again, and let me remove everything that I have here. On the 4 hour, you can see that we have first high. Let me use this one. We have this first high that was being taken out on the 4 hour, and we had a reversal that took out a low and bought, and we had another break of structure here. This is what we're getting on the 4 hour time frame. And last week, if you remember, we I called a buy on the channel, on my Telegram channel. So we caught this buy move because I know that this was a break of structure and we're going to have another break of structure, right? So now this is what we have on the 4-hour, and we're having something in here that we could call another algo structure to trade off from. That means we want to protect this low and buy up from here, right? Correct. Another thing, I'm seeing something that look like a break, even if it's not well considered as a break, but this is the 4-hour time frame, and I really want to be careful with every high. So let's say that, let's try to call this. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm trying to do here. You can see that we had a push down like this. Let me use this. We had a push down and we had up, higher low, lower high, lower low, right? And we had another lower high and we had lower low, right? So I'm simply not, sorry guys, it's even out. Okay, yeah, it's still there. So let me zoom in again so you see. So I'm trying to also consider this high, this last high that was here. So I'm going to mark out the high to also use in this current trend, and if I see that there was a break there, then simply this high will become a minor break for me and won't be considered for me to trade off from. Remember, I'm using the 4-hour time frame, so I'm going to consider this high right here. So if I'm to consider that high, let me go to the, if I'm to consider that high, then I'm no longer interested in this buy here. That means I'm not going to be buying Bitcoin from this level. And you can see on the daily time frame, you can see that we cannot really spot the liquidity on the daily time frame on Bitcoin. You can see we just have this black candle pushing up, which is just the bullish candle pushing up, no liquidity there at all. Just like we could have something like, you can see this place, right? You can see this drop before this push to the upside. We could have a liquidity like that for market to come take out for us to buy, right? And I cannot find it very clear on Bitcoin now, making me not being interested in this Bitcoin buy, and I might go for this Ethereum, which tells me that if this high is there, this one is no longer valid, telling me that this is a minor break and this is the major break. And then let's go to the daily time frame. And what does the daily time frame say? Let me remove this. On the daily time frame, we said we're not okay. Look at this. We're not okay. On the daily time frame, we cannot spot that 4-hour high there. So that means there is nothing there. And you can see that this break that happened here on the daily time frame telling us that this is just a week out that happened here. And now that means that it's just the 4-hour time frame that played out, and likely this might be another opportunity for us to wait to call this, to still call this our swing structure again, to look for buy, try to protect this low and buy again from that same zone where we bought Ethereum the last time, right? So I'm just going to be more interested in this buy now, right? And you can see that if I'm to remove the first trade, that this, and remove this swing, you can see that on the 4-hour now daily time frame, we can see that we can simply call this our liquidity. You can see that after this is the only liquidity we can see here, and you can see we'll be having a push to the upside. Everything happening here is just noise of the market when it was going to the upside to take out this high. You can see, so this will be my liquidity on this trade now, and I just going to be patient to wait for market to come down, take it out, and I'm going to execute immediately. It's just taking out the liquidity and going to be placing my entry just like this. I might protect this logo, I might still go with this and do my 1 to 2 RR, and I'm out of the market just like that, right? So you can see, instead of me taking Bitcoin now, I've seen more reason for me now to take this Bitcoin trade, because this is just obviously noise. So let me remove this. So what might likely to happen, might just push down, take out this low and react from here as well. I remember I have this buy entry like this on Bitcoin as well, because I didn't take Bitcoin last week. We didn't trade Bitcoin last week because I didn't find that entry so nice. So I was having something like low here. So this is really what is interesting in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is really the two things I can really find interesting in Ethereum now, right? So what we do have here is A, B, C, right? A, B, C, A, protected low, B, our liquidity, and C, our high to be targeted. And let's go to my Telegram. Let me show you guys something. What's the pair again? Is it Bitcoin? I remember when I shared Bitcoin, that was not, yeah. Guys, wait, I will show you. I have this Bitcoin trade. Guys, if you're not on my Telegram, check the link on my bio and be able to join my Telegram channel where you get more updates. You can see that I dropped almost all my setup here. You're going to see the trade that I take and how I analyze and drop them before they get to my zone, right? So that is it, guys. Where is this Bitcoin? Trying to show you guys something. Okay, this is it here. You can see I have this Bitcoin. You can see I got the analysis. I always keep them updated here. You can see that is same entry now. You can see my Bitcoin entry have not been triggered. That first move didn't trigger it, so we're still hoping on this, which is something we're having here now. So my entry of Bitcoin still remain this guy, right? So this is what I find interesting on Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you ask me which trade am I going to take, I'm not going to lie, I think I'm going to trade Bitcoin. It's been long I trade Bitcoin. The last trade I took was Ethereum, and I took profit on it. So I think I need Bitcoin money this time. They're going to do same thing. So whatever happened on Ethereum, going to happen on Bitcoin as well. So it doesn't matter any the one you take. You get, right? So I'm going to go for Bitcoin. I need this BTC money. BTC. I love this pair. I literally love trading itself. I love every pair. They do their stuff. You see how I study. I always make sure that I go through all my pair. You always see me busy on my chart. I really want to study, give it up to 5-hour time, study, go do something else with your time, giving you that patience for trade to get to your entry and not trying to force it, right? I have something on GBP. I've been finding GBP AUD pairs all over the week, and I got one and I ignored it because I think this week I just want to chill and just watch the trade. I only took one trade this week, which was Euro GBP. I was holding the trade since Monday before I caught the second entry that made me exit the trade with profit. The mass profit that I wanted to make on that trade, I just risked more and just quickly made the money, and I closed the trade. So I made money, and I have this on GBP, but I'm not interested in it. In next week I'm going to trade again because this is type 3 setup, and I don't really trade type 3 that much. Even if I want to trade it, I don't trade it that much. So that is it, guys. So watch out for ETH USD and BTC USD. Those are the two interesting trades for next week. So just watch them out, they are going to do from now till weekend, and by Monday maybe getting close to zone if it's going to really come for us, right? So this is really what I'm watching out for in these two trades, and I'm going to share it on my Telegram channel, giving them my entry level and my stop loss level. So go join my Telegram channel, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give me that thumbs up and comment the next video on the next pair. You will love me. analyze together with you guys here. Thank you guys. Peace out.